What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Arslanbek Makhmudov. Get this. I had heard rumors a couple of days ago that Arslanbek had an injury during the fight, and I had to go into checking. Shout out to whoever, you guys know who you are, that told me this story. But it states that Makhmudov broke his arm during the Kabayel fight. He states that he broke his hand yesterday during the second round against Kabayel and already had his surgery. This is why he couldn't use his full power and punch hard with the right. If this is true, do you think the fight would have been gone any other way? He also says he will come back stronger. There are plenty of good fights for him in the next 2 to 3 years. Wilder, Gassiev, or even Bakali. Okay? Wow. And those are the words of Arslanbek Makhmudov. And let me counterpunch. First off, if that was the case, I think you did a bad gamble by going in there with an injured hand. You shouldn't have been in there. You know, and I always question anybody that says they had an injury, because it was, he broke it. He broke his hand yesterday during the second round against Kabayel and already had his surgery. Okay, so he broke his hand. So that means he punched wrong. That means that maybe he needs to work on his punch placement, and we know how rugged and rough and awkward Arslanbek is. I say about Arslanbek Makhmudov the same thing I said about Deontay Wilder when he was breaking stuff. You have to know how to punch someone in order to punch someone without injury or your self-injury. Okay? Getting injured is no joke. Okay? You can pull that Ronnie Lott shit all you want to, trying to hurt someone or sacrificing yourself to hurt someone, but at the expense of hurting yourself. That's not very smart. Okay? That's not logical. Right? I think, if anything, Makhmudov should recover. This is strange that this wasn't really for, front headline news, because Makhmudov was this menacing monster, right, in the heavyweight division, and had the potential to, even Tyson Fury was talking about him after he beats up on Alexander Usyk, that he was going to be one of those opponents that he may fight. But knowing what we knew, Kabayel did a perfect job, very good job. He was patient. He had the footwork. He had the countering ability, and he committed to the body, which a lot of people wouldn't do with a guy that big. They would try to stand back from him and try to pot shot him and stay out of the way of danger. Whereas Kabayel was a guy that was able to stay in the pocket with his shorter arms in mid-range, work uppercuts, left hands, and overhand rights. And then follow back to the left hook to the body. So if he did hurt himself in the second round, I don't know when he did that. But of course, in boxing, you have to disguise the pain. Okay? You have to, because if you don't, people are going to know that you're hurt. So he did a good job doing that, by the way. But him breaking his arm, it's unfortunate. I'm not calling him a liar, but, I think, if anything, Kabayel was able to take his shots from his left hand also. And if you hurt your right hand, it didn't stop him from throwing the right at all anyway. My take on it is, would it have went any different? If the right hand is his dominant hand, if that's the punch he goes to, maybe. But I said maybe. I don't think that would have been the case, because those punches to the body put him down a lot faster than I think the right hand would have done so. Even though we known Makhmudov to be a crushing fighter that comes right at you and gets the job done with a few overhand punches and rugged right uppercuts and left hooks and what so have you. But, I think those body punches broke him down, and it didn't take long to do so. This would be different if Kabayel would have put this man down in the 8th or 9th or 10th round, okay? But that wasn't the case. He put this man down in round 4, and the punches to the body was already hurting him by round 3. So guess what? You might have hurt your arm or your hand, right? It might have been injured or broken or whatever, fractured or whatever it was. That didn't stop those body punches from coming to that belly, okay? Because he hit you to the belly, and that belly looked like jelly bars. But anyway, you guys tell me this breaking news of Arslanbek Makhmudov breaking his hand or arm during the fight with Kabayel. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!